Hey everyone, this is Demari. Welcome to my YouTube channel. And today I'm going to be doing the November 2020 monthly tarot reading for the sign of Scorpio. Please keep in mind, it is a general reading, so it may not apply to each and every one of you. However, you can take a look at this month's reading in regards to your Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus signs. So do take a look at the natal chart, or your natal chart, see the corresponding zodiac signs and see which video's title resonates for you most. Now, with regards to the spread, I'll be pulling a Celtic cross using the intuitive tarot to get the key messages, and then we'll clarify further using the Waite deck. So, Scorpio, it's now your season. Obviously, we've been in your season for a little while now. I just want to say happy birthday to everyone who's been celebrating. I hope you had an amazing day. You're having an amazing month. Yeah, just celebrate being alive, pretty much. But yeah, let's get into your reading and see what's coming up for you in the month of November. So just while I'm shuffling, I want to say a quick thank you to everyone who's been liking, commenting, subscribing, and even sharing my videos. It means a lot to have your continued support, so thank you so much for being a part of this community, especially to those who have sent me well wishes, messages of love and support and healing while I was sick. I was very sick last week, which is why I haven't been able to do your November reading until now. So thank you so much for those kind messages and for bearing with me while I recovered. I'm all good now, so hence me doing your reading. If you would like a personal reading with myself, you can find the information in the description box below. Alright, now when it comes to the YouTube membership, I still will be going ahead with that. However, because I was sick, it's kind of delayed all of my plans. It's really pushed work behind as well, so the chances are that that won't be coming into play until next month. Okay, so keep an eye out for the announcement when the membership does open up for the Inner Sanctum, but it's likely to be December now. Okay, all right, we're done. Let's get into your reading. So Scorpio, the first card you have in the position of your present circumstances is the Seven of Pentacles, Earth energy. Yeah, I feel like you've been working diligently on something here. There's something that you've been working really hard on. Sorry, I just had a cereal bar, so I think I had a crumb stuck in my tooth. Yeah, you've been working very hard on something. I feel like you've been working diligently, Scorpio, on your finances, your own personal growth, your career. You're just trying to expand in all levels, I feel. However, you may feel at the moment you've kind of reached a plateau. There's not been much change, right? It's kind of like, okay, things are good, right? Things have been good. But now it's a case of I'm stuck at where I'm at currently. I don't seem to be able to get any higher than where I've already reached, right? But I do want to keep expanding. I do want to keep reaching. I do want to continue, you know, my career path, you know. So we'll go into that a bit more as we clarify. Crossing the situation, the position of your challenge, you have the Eight of Swords, air energy. So yeah, feeling stuck, right? And you're being asked to look at that. Why do you feel stuck? Why do you think you've hit a plateau? Is there something that you could be doing differently? Perhaps you've kind of got into a routine. There's some level of monotony, right? That needs a bit of an energetic shake-up. So perhaps that's what can help you break the kind of glass ceiling that you're experiencing at the moment, right? Interesting. All right. So with regards to your recent past, you have the Ten of Pentacles. So yeah, things were looking pretty good. Like I said, in terms of your finances, where your career was headed, I feel like you've made tremendous strides towards, you know, your true north, whatever it is you feel is your calling. I feel like you've discovered a lot about yourself and what this material abundance would look like for you, what kind of lifestyle you are seeking for yourself, just your path overall. And I feel like you've made some very firm connections as well that's helping you along. So very good. With regards to your near future, you have the Six of Cups. So something is making a return. I feel like it could be that you are reconnecting with possibly a childhood friend, right? Someone you've not seen for a long time, who comes in and brings this new lease of life into your day to day. You know, there's a bit of an energy shift here, and I think that's exactly what you need to get out of this feeling of I can't go any higher, right? You needed a bit of an energetic shake up, and I feel like whoever this person is from the past that's coming in is going to help with that, to be honest. So that's good. All right, with your feelings, you have the Page of Wands in reverse. So fire energy, Aries, Leo, Sag. I feel like it's a case of you know that you are the creator of your reality. You are co-creating every single day along with the rest of the collective, right? And I feel like sometimes you just get a bit burnt out. You feel a bit tired because it's like, you know, every day you're having to research, learn something new. You're having to use your creative juices, find inspiration, possibly in the most unlikely of places. You could be a creative. You could be someone who's working in, you know, the arts, or you have something where you create. You know, you could be a content creator, for example. You could have a YouTube. You could have a streaming profile somewhere. You know, it could be that you are, you know, you curate art or something like that. It's something to do with the creative side of things, right? But I feel like you're kind of experiencing a little bit of burnout, right? Because you're just finding it hard to get past this glass ceiling that you've reached, right? With regards to the energy that's crowning you at this time, you have the Magician in reverse. Yeah, so you're being asked to take a close look at where could you best put your efforts in terms of manifesting certain changes in your life. It could be that your efforts are being placed in vain in the wrong places, right? Or that you're drawing attention to the wrong things and it's not going to give you the results that you're looking for. So there is a way of doing things. There is something to do with your method or your approach or your outlook that needs revising. Right, that's what I feel like is being called here, like into review, right? The way you approach the situation, your methods, the way you look at it, all of that needs looking at, okay? Now, with regards to your advice, you have the Emperor, so Aries energy. You could be dealing with an Aries or have it prominently in your charts. But regardless, I feel like with the Emperor being here, you have what is telling you, listen, you are literally building a legacy. You're building a name for yourself in some shape or form in whatever industry you find yourself in, whatever market. Yeah, you are a significant player, whether you realize it or not. Even if you don't feel like you are, you know, like an industry leader or someone that is known currently, you know, in a big way, you know, in whatever your field is. I feel like that is what you're working towards. You will become an industry leader. You'll be someone who is an authority on your subject matter, right? Your people are going to take what you say seriously because you know what you're talking about, right? Because you have reached this position of being, you know, high up within an industry, high up within a company, you know, getting recognition, right, for the work that you put in and for the way you're able to bring people together possibly as well. So know that you are still on your path, right, even though you feel like you've kind of hit a bit of a plateau. With regards to your external influences, Death card, okay? So Scorpio energy, this is your energy, this is your card, Scorpio, okay? So you could be dealing with another fellow Scorpio. However, I feel like, because bearing in mind this is external influences, so this can be other people, but it can also be places, situations, environments that you find yourself in, right? So I feel like there is a big shake-up coming up for you, as I was saying before. And I feel like there is another person's energy. I mean, with the Six of Cups, it could be another water sign, it could be another Scorpio. But I feel like regardless of their sign, I feel like there is someone coming back from your past that's going to give you a big energetic shake-up and cause some significant transformations in your life as well. So very, very significant, this external energy that's coming in. When it comes to your fears, I forgot for a second there. Oh gosh. When it comes to your fears, you have the Nine of Cups in reverse, water energy, right? The feels coming in. I think you're afraid that, you know, all of the effort, all of the work that you've put in to accomplish what you have accomplished throughout your life, different areas of your life, isn't going to mean much without this feeling of, you know, obtaining true emotional fulfillment, right? Because I feel like all the accolades, all the recognition, all the, you know, the increases in finances, the material abundance that surrounds you, you know, the expansion opportunities, all of that isn't going to mean much unless all aspects of emotional fulfillment are brought into your life. So with it being the 9, right, and in reverse, I feel like, yeah, the thing that's probably getting to you the most is the fact that you feel like you've hit a bit of a glass ceiling. And you're like, what if I can't go any further? What if this is it? That's going to really suck, you know? So I feel like that's what you're worried about, that this is the end of the road for you. But I really don't get a sense of that, to be honest. And then when it comes to your hopes, you have the 5 of Cups. So that's interesting for this to be in the position of your hopes. So I think you're hoping that, okay. So with this energy coming back from the past, I think when this happens, I think you hope that you will still have some level of emotional attachment to the person, or some emotional connection with this person in order to revisit the connection and bring it back to life, because I feel like you don't want to leave it in the past, right? You don't want to sever this tie. So I think you're hoping that, you know, as this person comes back into your life, you're hoping that you can still revisit the good times and really tap back into that energy and leave behind any negative emotions, any of the hardships you experienced with this person, you know, because maybe that's why you've been at a distance for a long time, because maybe there was some kind of falling out, or, you know, maybe there was a difference of opinion, or you just simply went different directions. So if you haven't been in contact with this person for a long time, I think you're hoping that you still have the same core principles so you can still bond, right? And that you've just grown, you've both just evolved and grown and become more emotionally grounded and mature. Now, when it comes to your potential outcome here, you have the Ace of Swords in reverse. So air energy, Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. So yeah, there's something, I feel like this isn't a case of you not expressing a truth or not seeing a truth or whatever. I feel like it's just, you're having a bit of hard time gaining clarity on the situation with this past person and this situation when it comes to your career. That's what I'm getting, for those of you who I'm picking up on, right? So that's where this is coming in. I feel like you're seeking clarity, right? And you're hoping that things will start to make sense and will just snap into place, all right? So let's go into your clarifications. But to be honest, so far, Scorpio, it's looking good still. You know, there's nothing here that gives me any real cause for concern, right? But it's important to know that, you know, there are times where we kind of get a bit stuck, that we feel like it's not clear where to turn, but there's always a solution, there's always an answer, and sometimes it comes from the most unlikely of places. As I said, I feel like this person who's coming in is going to bring the energetic shake-up that you're needing at this time, and it's really going to help you regain a sense of clarity, you know, because there's a shift, you know, there's something that needed changing, because everything became too monotonous, too stagnant, too samey, right? So it's hard to get new ideas, new insights when, you know, you're just kind of in the day-to-day monotony, doing everything in the exact same way, right? So it just breathes new life into the situation, I feel. Ooh, sorry, I just dropped the cards. Hang on a sec. Almost there. Okay. So look, excuse me, that was a lot, but I will take it on this occasion. All right, so clarifying your 7 of Pentacles here in the position of your present. You have the Death card again, so you or your own energy is coming up very strong in this. And the 3 of Cups. So here we go. There's the celebration. Here's the joy, right? So yeah, you've put a lot of work into yourself. You're feeling very good about where you've come, right? Things have been great. You've been going out, celebrating, you know, just living your best life as best as you can, you know, if you're not currently in lockdown. But yeah, I feel like you have been connecting with a lot of people in your field, going to certain events where you can, or doing virtual conference calls, virtual events, and you've been feeling pretty good about it, right? However, you feel, like I said, I feel like you feel you've hit a bit of a plateau, and that's where you're hoping that something will give, there'll be a significant change, and you'll be on that, you know, fast track to success again, right? So that's the change you're seeking at this time. So the good thing is, I feel you're very, it's not that you're not grateful for where you are. You're very grateful for where you are, and you really show your appreciation for your blessings. It's just, you know, there is more to come. So you just want to keep continuing that path, right? Continuing on your journey. So that's great. Now, crossing the situation in the position of your challenge, the 8 of Swords, that's clarified by the 4 of Pentacles and the Page of Pentacles in reverse, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy. Yeah, again, energetically, I feel like you're keeping yourself stuck in this situation because of the way you're choosing to approach it, the way you're looking at the situation, right? You need to do something differently here, right? And it's like, I feel like as well, because you've been on the receiving end a lot recently in terms of blessings, you're being prompted as well to do something generous. That's what I feel. It's like, okay, now's a good time to start being generous and to stop conserving all of your energy to yourself. You may have been kind of, you know, because I did see that you were being very sociable, but now maybe you're energetically pulling, okay, hang on. I got 2 very different messages there. So for some of you, I feel like you're being prompted to, you know, do a random act of kindness, right? You know it's going to mean a lot to someone. It doesn't have to be something that's going to be, you know, taxing for you energetically or financially, but just a little token, right, of kindness is going to really help to make you feel good and to change up your energy. For others of you, I feel like you've been putting too much of your energy out there, especially if you have still been socializing a lot, and it's time to conserve your energy a little bit, have some downtime, right? To recalibrate, to recharge, right? Take things a little bit slower, because I did see burnout here as well in your feelings. So for those of you who've been working overtime, you need to take some downtime out for yourself, and that's what's going to help you from feeling like burning out, feeling stuck, not getting new ideas. Okay, you need to recalibrate and you need to recharge. Now, when it comes to your recent past, clarifying the 10 of Pentacles, you have the Emperor again. So very strong Aries showing up in your reading along with Scorpio. And you have the Ace of Swords in reverse again. So yeah, you were feeling very good. You were very much on the fast track to this energy, right? 10 of Pentacles, you showing up here like this. I mean, yeah, you're masculine. You're very much in your divine masculine, regardless of your gender, right? Because you're in boss mode. You're getting stuff done, which is great. And as a result, it's brought you the 10 of Pentacles. You know, a lot of material abundance, a lot of stability, right? But there is still some lack of clarity here. There's still a lack of vision when it comes to how to proceed from here, right? That's the bit you've been struggling with. Where do I go from here? I've got myself this far, but I don't know, you know, where I'm supposed to go from here. So you've been in this energy for a little while now. When it comes to your near future, the Six of Cups, you have the 3 of Wands in reverse and the Ace of Wands in reverse. Yeah, I feel like this person is going to come out of the blue towards you. You're not going to see it coming by any means. They'll just pop up one day and be like, hey, you remember me? And you're just like, what the hell? Where did you come from? You know, just like really shocked. Not in a bad way, but just shocked that this person's just turned up out of nowhere pretty much. But I feel like, you know, they're not coming towards you with, you know, any, what's the word I'm looking for? I feel like there's no real intent as such. Like, this is not an ex trying to just get back into your bed or anything like that, right? This is just someone who wants to reconnect. They simply just want to reconnect because they remember the good times. They remember what you used to have and the fun you used to share together, right? The joys, the happy times, the good stuff. So that's why they're coming back in. There's no intention of trying to start something up, or, you know, if this is like an ex, for example, because it could be a friend, this could be a family member. But I don't feel like they're trying to, you know, stir up old wounds or cause any drama or anything like that. I feel like they simply just want to reconnect. It's that simple, right? So now clarifying the Page of Wands in reverse in the position of your feelings. You have the King of Wands. You've got a lot of fire energy coming up here, right? King of Wands, I believe that's Leo's energy, right? So you could be dealing with a Leo or have it prominently in your chart. You could have Sagittarius in your chart or be dealing with one with that Temperance card here. And you also have the Two of Swords in reverse. So yeah, you need time out because you've been on full steam ahead for some time now. And yeah, sure, you're making stuff happen. You've been manifesting all over the place. But maybe that's why the Magician showed up in your crowning energy in reverse, because you need some downtime, right? You need to recuperate, right? You need some downtime to recharge, to refill your cup, to refill your creative juices again, right? So very much need a self-care break at this time. And that's the decision I feel that you'll be making. You're recognizing that within yourself, like, oh my gosh, I just need a holiday. I just need a vacation. I need a break. I just need a day or two to myself, right? So I feel like that's what you're going to be doing sometime this month. Now, this is what I'm curious about. Clarifying the Magician, as I said, in your crowning energy. You have the King of Pentacles in reverse, and you have the Star card. So we have Aquarius here, and we also have Taurus, okay? So, yeah. You know what it is that you're seeking, right? You're still on the path to your true north. You're still very much facing that direction. However, your manifestation abilities is coming to a halt because you're, even though I feel like materially, right, and financially, you're good. You don't have to worry about that. But energetically, you're running dry, okay? You're getting depleted. So you need to take care of yourself at this time, okay? Because you've been too busy focusing on everything else. But now it's time to take care of you. And I feel like that's what's affecting your ability to see clearly on how to resolve this feeling of being stuck, feeling like you can't go any higher. And that's because the universe, I feel like, is trying to guide you towards having a bit of a break, because you need to recharge. Now, when it comes to your advice, clarifying the Emperor here, you have the Six of Wands, awesome. The High Priestess in reverse, Pisces energy. And you have the Eight of Cups in reverse. So this is good. This is telling me that, you know, if you recognize, right, because the Emperor is not someone who just leads and, you know, puts all the weight on his shoulders. He's someone who knows how to delegate. He's someone who knows how to entrust certain advisors, certain teams, right, to do their bit, to do their job, right? He delegates, he manages, but he also knows when to take a step back, take a seat, right? And let people do their role, right? Carry out their role, do their job. So I feel like that's what you're being prompted to do at this time. It's like, if you want if you want continued success, you have to speak up and know when it's time to kind of have a seat, have a step back, right? It's not that you have to just go off and give up on this or anything like that. Of course not. It's just a case of you need to know when to take a step back, right? So that you can recharge and recalibrate. Let people help you where they can. And you'll be back on top form in no time, okay? So I feel like there are people you're connected to that can really help you with whatever needs doing while you take a break, okay? So utilize the help that's available to you at this time. When it comes to your external influences, Death card here, this is you. You have the Five of Wands and you have the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. So, yeah, I feel like a situation where you feel like you've been at odds in competition, fighting over some opportunity. I feel like that's coming to an end, right? When you feel like you are in competition with other people, that you have to prove yourself against others or whatever, right? Especially if you are in the public eye, or, you know, someone who's in more of a senior position, say in a company, right? You're done competing for respect and you know, sort of being recognized for what you bring to the table. You're done with that, okay? Because you're realizing that the more you try and prove something of yourself, the more it just keeps you in that loop and running around like a hamster in a wheel, right? So you're done with that. You're like, at this point, I have nothing to prove. I've proven myself. So, you know, if anyone else wants to say that I don't do this, that, and the other, if anyone else wants to try and compete with me, go ahead, but I'm not competing with you at this point. The only person I'm in competition with is myself. That's it. That's why I'm not seeing really, even though, okay, we see other people here, you know, you were showing up as the key energy here, because at this point, the only person you're in competition with and wanting to surpass is yourself. Now, clarifying the Nine of Cups in reverse in the position of your fears. You have the Eight of Pentacles in reverse, and you have the King of Swords. So this is Aquarius energy. So for some of you, you're definitely dealing with an Aquarius or have it in your chart, right? With the Star card, King of Swords here. But I feel like it's a case of you are wanting to know that basically any efforts that you put into any other aspect of your life isn't going to be in vain, right? You're trying to look at it logically, because even though this is about your emotional fulfillment, right? You're trying to rationalize it, right? How you're feeling. And it's like, okay. So I feel like there is something specific you want here, but you don't feel like it's obtainable. So you're not willing to put the work into a situation anymore. So this could be in relation to, you know, an air sign. You know, it could be an Aquarius, could be Gemini or a Libra. But I feel like that you're trying to use your head over your heart is what I feel, because You're feeling like, okay, I want to make sure I have all, you want all 10 cups, right? But there's something here that you feel like doesn't bring you fulfillment, or you're afraid that, you know, if you try to put the work in, it's not going to work out. So you're afraid that of the idea of putting the work into something that's not going to fulfill you. That's what I feel like. You know, I don't want to put the work into something that isn't going to give me what I actually want. So the logical thing would be to give up on that and pursue something else, right? But at the same time, you don't want to give up on that. You see, there's this conflicted energy here. So you don't want to give up on something, but you do. So it could be relevant to someone from the past, this past person coming back in. Like, oh, you're hoping you can let go of it, but at the same time, you don't want to let go of it because you remember all the good times. Now, when it comes to your hopes, as I'm just on the subject now, clarifying this 5 of Cups here, you have the 2 of Pentacles in reverse and Hanged Man. So more Pisces energy. Could be dealing with the Pisces because that's come up a couple of times for you. But yeah, you're trying to... Yeah, I feel like you're kind of wanting to assess the situation before you make a decision as to how to approach it, you know, how you should energetically engage with this person that's coming back. Because I see you wanting to have, you know, good times with this person, but at the same time, because of everything that's transpired or because of how long it's been, you feel like you have to assess where you're at now and where this person's at, and if you are actually in alignment, and if you can be friends, you know, closer friends, if you can reconcile, you know. So you're kind of in this energy of, I want to leave it behind, but I don't. I'm not sure if we're on the same page or not at this point. I'm not sure what they're about at this point. Let me just assess what is actually going on here and what I'm picking up energetically when it comes to this person. So you could be very empathetic. You could be an empath, right? You can really sense people's energy. So that's what you're wanting. When this person comes back, you're like, okay, let me see how I feel around them and see what I should do with that, okay? And then finally, as a potential outcome, clarifying the Ace of Swords in reverse. Boom, there you go. There's your 10 of Cups. Your Knight of Pentacles in reverse. And the Hierophant, okay? So strong Taurus as well has come up in this reading. Yeah. So I feel like what you're not seeing is the reason this person is coming back is because they believe they can have a 10 of Cups situation with you. They believe they can reconcile, that you can have good times again, you know, that the family can come back together. So some of you, this could be someone that you divorced, right? Or you're separated from, that wants to just get the marriage back on track, right? They just want to get it back on track. But it's been stuck. Things have been very stagnant, right? It's not been very clear on how we can get things moving again. But all they know is that they want to reconcile. They want this marriage to be back on track. If it's not someone you were married to, this is someone who wants deeper levels of commitment. They want the relationship back. But more than that, they want it to go all the way, right? For others of you, if this is a family member or a friend, yeah, they want that closeness back. They want a serious connection with you. You know, they want to feel like we are family, okay? But you're not aware of that yet, I feel. And they may not express that immediately, but that's the reality here. Awesome. So very interesting reading for you, Scorpio. You've got a few things going on in this month, but I feel like it's nothing you can't handle. Just remember that you do need some downtime, right? Because I am seeing burnout here. So make sure you give yourself the downtime that you need. Yeah, see how things go with this person. Take it slow if you want to, you know, especially because it seems like there's been some time that's passed since you last came together. So, you know, just give yourself time to assess the situation and how you feel about it and what you actually want. Okay, but otherwise it's looking good. So what we'll do is we'll go into an extended with this now. So we'll look at who this person could be that's coming back from the past, how they feel about the connection and what they want moving forward. I've got a sense of that with your outcome here, but it'd be good to just dive into that a little bit deeper. We'll see how you feel about this person that's coming in and what you want moving forward. And we'll also pull some advice on, you know, how you can get, like, additional advice on how you can get past this glass ceiling when it comes to your career. All right. So if you're curious about that, you can find the link in the description box below for the extended. Otherwise, if this is where we leave the reading, I just want to say thank you so much for checking this out. I really hope this helps. Do let me know your thoughts in the comments. If you found it useful, give it a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do. And don't forget the notifications bell. And yeah, I think once you kind of find that beautiful balance between your time and your work, that's when you're no longer going to be in that position of feeling stuck or feeling overworked or just, you know, running on empty, you know, not even being able to get your thoughts together. Okay, so take care of yourself, Scorpio, and I'll speak to you soon. Bye.